The news of Jesus spread across Galilee like fire. Everywhere he went, the sick were healed, the blind received sight, the lame walked. And on this day, after feeding 5,000 men, besides women and children, from 5 loaves and 2 fishes, he sent the multitudes away. And when he had sent them away, he went up into a mountain apart to pray. And when the evening was come, he was there, alone. High above the Sea of Galilee, while the villages slept, and the stars emerged one by one, Jesus prayed. Not because he was weak, but because this is what it looked like for God to walk among us. The Creator of the universe, on his knees, in communion with the Father. And far below, upon the darkening sea, a storm was gathering. But out upon the sea, the night had turned violent. The wind came without warning. Waves crashed against the wooden hull. The disciples rowed with all their strength and went nowhere. Hour after hour, the storm drove against them, and by the 4th watch of the night, long before dawn, they were still fighting the sea, exhausted, terrified, and far from shore. Then, through the darkness, through the rain, through the roaring wind, they saw something, a figure, walking upon the water toward them, moving calmly through the storm, as though the sea beneath his feet were solid ground. And the disciples cried out in fear, "It is a spirit!" And then a voice, not shouting over the storm, speaking through it, as though the wind itself stepped aside. "Be of good cheer, it is I, be not afraid." 5 words, and suddenly the storm had nothing left to say. Simon Peter, impulsive, passionate, always the first to leap, called out across the water, "Lord, if it be thou, bid me come unto thee on the water." And Jesus said, "Come." Peter climbed over the side of the boat. His feet touched the water, and Peter walked. But then Peter saw the wind. He felt the spray of the sea against his face, and he looked down at the impossible thing beneath his feet, and fear swallowed his faith whole. He began to sink, and in that moment he cried out the shortest and most desperate prayer in all of Scripture. "Lord, save me." And immediately Jesus stretched forth his hand and caught him. Not eventually, not after Peter had tried harder. Immediately, the hand that spoke the sea into existence reached down into it to lift one frightened fisherman back to his feet. And Jesus said unto him, "O thou of little faith, wherefore didst thou doubt?" And when they had come into the ship, the wind ceased, not gradually, instantly, completely. The sea that had raged for hours became still as glass in a single breath, because the one who commands the storm had been walking toward them through it all along. Then they that were in the ship came and worshipped him, saying, "Of a truth, thou art the Son of God."